morning. I'm Sheila Gautreau, Assistant Minister here at Unity of Walnut Creek, and it is my pleasure to welcome you to our 9:30 service. We're delighted that you have chosen to join us this morning. Our message this morning is The Power of Three, Part 3, Vanquishing the Demons Within. And we'll be looking at those self-defeating processes that show up for us when we are stepping into our success or attempting to make a move. So stay with us and learn how to vanquish those demons. And our guest performer this morning is Sunny Fairley, and our song leaders are Lisa and Helise. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to see you. Spirit wings, you lift me over all the earthbound things, and like a bird my heart is flying free. I'm soaring on the song your spirit brings. Oh Lord of all, you let me see a vision of your majesty. You lift me up and you carry me on your spirit wings.
Welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek. Please join us in singing in this very room.
In this very room, there's quite enough love for one like me. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for one like me. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, loving Spirit, is in this very room. And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all of us. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all of us. And there's quite enough hope and quite enough power to chase away any gloom. For Spirit, gentle Spirit, is in this very room. And in this very room, there's quite enough love for all the world. And in this very room, there's quite enough joy for all the world. And there's quite enough hope
Good morning. And welcome to Unity of Walnut Creek, where we are here not to tell you who God is, but to help you discover the God within you, that special spirit that only you bring forth to this planet. Please join me in turning toward the camera and welcoming our online friends. Thank you for joining us, and we want you to know that you add to our spiritual community, and we appreciate you being here with us. And if you are here for the first time, we extend to you a very special welcome. Thank you very much for being here. You also add to our spiritual community. And please greet us out on the patio, or maybe in here because it's awfully cold out there this morning. So we'd like you to know that unity is a positive spiritual path. We look at spirituality through the view of an attitude of gratitude, which for me, that really turns every situation that I don't think is a good one into a very good one. And we are here to celebrate that special spiritual being that's inside of you, that unique manifestation of God that only you possess, which is very powerful. And we want to express that with you and empower you to bring forth that in every moment of your life. Unity believes in excuse me. Okay, I'm a little out of sync this morning, so help me out and say Yahoo. Yahoo! You guys are great, thanks. That's a really cool prayer. Let's hold that for each other all week, okay? Yahoo! So we are focused here at Unity on universal spiritual truths that help us through not only magnificent moments of the day, but magnificent new years that are coming through. And today you may hear music and teachings from different spiritual paths, but that is because we know there is only one power, but there are many paths to that one power. And you get to choose whatever path you want to go to. So let us open our service with the power of affirmative prayer as we attune to this divine spirit that we live in and be in every moment. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And take a deep breath and just let that sink into your heart. And again, there is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. And another deep breath, and let that in deeper. And one more time. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, the all-loving goodness of God. In our service today, we will be touching on the focus of walking and standing in the fullness of your power. And thank you for joining us, everyone, this past week in our spiritual focus, Love Creates a New Consciousness in Me. And to support our journey through music today, we are pleased to welcome back Sonny Farley. And as our service unfolds, we invite you to touch at a deeper level than you ever had before, that very special being that is you. Please remain seated and join us in singing the breath of God.
The breath of God is breathing me, and resting in the breath of God, I know that all is well. The love of God is love in me, and resting in the the breath of God, I know that all is well. The grace of God is grace in me, and resting in the breath of God, I know that all is well.
I invite you to take the things off of your laps right now that might distract you. And let us prepare for our time of meditation. Allow the simple chant to take you more deeply into that place of love as you choose to join to sing or not with our song leaders.
Love, 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 flowing from my heart, filling me up and making me strong as nothing else can do. Love, 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 flowing from my heart, healing my mind, my body and soul as nothing else can do.
And now closing your eyes and letting that gentle chant reverberate through your mind and touching your heart. Breathe. 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 The breath of God is breathing you. As the perfect creation of infinite spirit, be aware that the breath of God is breathing you. Allow these words to become spoken in your mind and in your being. The breath of God is breathing me. Breathe in me, breath of God. Fill me with your presence as new life, new light, new love. Inspire me that I may be a channel for your truth, your light, and your way. for my life and for the world. Breathe in me, breath of God. Touch the very essence of my being. That I may be and live and act as the outward expression of your power. Breathe in me, breath of God. Create in me all that you are, all that is, and all that ever will be. That I may be the channel for its expression for the world. Breathe in me, breath of God, as I listen for your voice in the silence. Beloved presence, I am open and receptive to bring forth the power of my being as you have inspired it through me, that I may be a healing light unto the world, bringing it forth and sending it as love from my heart to enfold and bless the world. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. Please join me. Divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And again, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world. And once more, divine love flows through my heart, enfolding and blessing the world.
Sending it forth and blessing the world as nothing else can do.
And so it is. Amen.
Only one love, only one love, only one love, only one love. Only one love, only one love, only one love. You're the greatest love. And if I could, I would show it to you. Only Spirit knows that it is only one love. Only one love, only one love, only one love. You're the greatest love. Only one love, only one love, only one love. You're the greatest love. And if I could, I would show it to you. Only Spirit knows that it is only one love.
Sunny, that was awesome. Thank you. My name is CL, and it is my honor and pleasure to highlight a few of our many upcoming events here at Unity of Walnut Creek. It is time to let go. Let go of all those concerns from your past year. Burn them up. Release them. Attend our New Year's Eve burning bowl ceremony and enter the new year without baggage. Our Unity Connection classes are designed to explore very meaningful spiritual understandings while getting to know others who also desire spiritual growth, expanded friendships, and connection. Our new 4-week classes start next Sunday. Manifest Your Best Year Ever with Deborah Deandra. Next Sunday afternoon, find out how you can manifest more in your life and have fun creating your own treasure map / vision map. Join Reverend David in creating a coherent community. The second Sunday in January, this is a heart creative experience and a chance to explore your heart's desire for you and for your community. Find out more about these and other activities in your bulletin and on our website. Now, until you hear the gong, please take a short moment to greet those immediately around you.
Oh, she has a beautiful meditation. I just went somewhere else and started to cry. It was beautiful. I go somewhere else in my group. I never write any meditations. I just I did too. I think it's hard for you to stay in the meditation because I was going.
When love comes your way, open your heart with love, embrace. Take the time to learn the way of love, of love, When love comes your way, open your heart with love, embrace. Take the time to learn the way of love. When you finally find your way, then you know which way to go. Let Spirit guide your way to love. Let your light shine, shine down on me. When your light shines, then will they see this little light of mine. Let it shine, so they could see. When love comes your way, your way, then you know which way to go. Let Spirit guide your way to love. Let your light shine down on me. When your light shines, then you will see this little light of mine. Let it shine, so they could see. When love comes your way, open your heart with love's embrace. Take the time to learn the ways of love. When you finally find your way, then you know which way to go. Let Spirit guide your way to love. Let your light shine down on me. When your light shines, then they will see this little light of mine. Let it shine, so they could see.
Thank you, Sonny. Well, hi, everybody. I am not Reverend David. Just thought I'd give you a hint. There are things that seem to occur more readily at this time of the year than at other times of the year. And what I'm talking about is our inner demons tend to rise up at this time of the year more than any other. I'm talking about fear, self-doubt, unworthiness, loneliness, rejection, anger. They tend to be exacerbated by the holiday season. And the reason is that at this time of the year, people are drawing close to their families. People are coming together with friends to share food and fun and music and other events. And when someone doesn't have family or doesn't have family nearby, or they don't have many friends or any friends, or believe they're alone because we can't possibly ever be alone, the demons, the inner demons begin to rise up. And on the occasions of joy, there are those who are feeling hurt and pain and suffering. and fear and anger and loneliness. I have read statistics from various helplines that at this time of the year is the highest rate of suicide attempts and suicide successes. I have read statistics from police departments that crime and violence increases at this time of the year. And so as we begin to leave this year, this calendar year behind, and begin to step into a new calendar year, I thought about the fact that perhaps we might not want to bring with us into this brand new year the core negative belief, the self-defeating beliefs that we have experienced or held in the past year. Perhaps doing the same thing over and over, expecting to get a different result, hasn't worked for us. And maybe, just maybe, this coming year, we may decide to take a chance and do it differently. And in order to do that, my beloveds, we have to face and vanquish the inner demons. Because wherever we are, there we are. And so wherever we are, if we are carrying with us those inner demons, they are there as well and will continue to rise up and attempt to stop us each time that we are making an effort to create something new in our lives. Am I telling the truth? Okay. Okay. So we have within us the ability to let go of these inner demons for once and for all. And so I decided to bring back the power of three. And I have done, this is the third in the series of messages I have done on the power of three. How many of you have heard one or more of those messages? Okay. So you know that it is based on what was previously a WB series called Charmed. It is now in reruns on TNT. I love that series. I have watched that series, both originally when it was on WB, and I still watch it every episode. Because I intend, not my current book, but my next book is going to be Living the Charmed Life. And so I've delved deeply into the metaphysics of this series, which is about bringing together the power of mind, body, spirit, or actually spirit, mind, body, and learning to live in alignment with it as a key to freeing ourselves from those self-defeating beliefs, standing in our power and living the charmed life. And what I mean by the charmed life, the word charmed means extremely fortunate, highly blessed, extremely fortunate. How many of you would love to live your life extremely fortunately? I'll put up 2 hands for that one. Without the negatives, without the fear, the anger, the unworthiness, the self-doubt, the feelings of not being good enough, that's the charmed life. And we have within us the power to live that way. So you have a handout in your bulletin. And I looked at 2 very powerful scriptures that you will not hear in most traditional Christian churches. Somehow these scriptures get left out. The first one is where Jesus is talking to the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the rabbis and great learned people. And in the discussion, they are talking about his teachings of people having the power over their lives. They're not using that words, but that's the interpretation. And he says to them, is it not written in your law that, quote, I said you are gods? Now, when he talks about your law, he's talking about their scriptures, their texts, their ancient texts, the Hebrew scriptures. And so I brought up the original statement made by God, Spirit, I am, in Psalms. And here God is saying, I said you are gods, sons and daughters of the Most High God. It's in the Bible, really. Metaphysically, what this is saying, my beloveds, you are made in the image and likeness of the Creator of everything. Image and likeness, meaning that you have been given all of the characteristics and attributes of that which created everything. Sons and daughters, offspring. You can look at your own parents, and some of you will find that you might look like your mother or your father, right? You might even have some of the habits of one of your parents, right? Am I right? Yeah. Well, if that's the case with your biological parents, which I refer to as our surrogate parents, because we are truly the offspring of the creator of the universe, and we come through our biological parents, not from them. So if we have their traits and characteristics and attributes, would we not then have the traits and attributes and characteristics of our original parent? So then that would mean that we are pretty powerful. Right? Right? And that's a little scary to imagine that we have the power to place the sun in the sky and the moon and spangle the stars. Well, I know that's an allegory, but anyway. We have the power to create. Therefore, if we have the power to create, we have the power to overcome, conquer, and heal from all of the self-defeating beliefs that we carry. Do we not? But we don't act like it. We are not victims. We are powerful beyond measure. But what happens is that when these self-defeating beliefs come up, we tremble in the face of them, we back away, we give up. So today I'm inviting you maybe to try another tactic. Perhaps we can use this power that is being breathed into us every moment of every day to create the charmed life where we live and move and have our being as the most powerful essence in the universe. That we can stand and face those inner demons and vanquish them. Now, in the series Charmed, which is about three sisters who are good witches, who are constantly battling demons to save humanity. They get insights about demons that are harming innocents, and they go to fight those demons. Now, I'll tell you a little bit, just a slight overview of the three sisters, because this is very important in looking at the trinity of spirit, mind, and body. They are three who individually have powers, and then they collectively have a power. The oldest sister is Prue, and she has the power to move things with her mind and to astral project. And of course, Prue represents the mind. Prue is the grounded one when it comes to being able to think through situations and look after the best interests of her sisters. The middle sister is Piper, whose powers are to freeze time and to blow things up. Isn't that cool? Aren't there some things you'd like to blow up? And she represents the body because she's the one that is taking care of everyone all the time. She is the one who is always looking to keep the home comfortable and safe, particularly after demons come and blow up stuff in their living rooms, and it freaks her out. So she represents body. And then there is the youngest, Phoebe, who represents spirit. And her powers are to have premonitions of past, current, and future events in order to give the sisters guidance as to where their work is needed. Phoebe is the one who is always looking to love. Together, they represent the power of three. And when they encounter the major demons that they cannot vanquish individually, they come together, all three, and their chant is, "The power of three will set us free." Say that with me. The power of three will set us free. And so they align spirit, mind, and body so that they are operating on all three levels, and they then have the power to vanquish any demon that shows up. And one of their greatest adversaries is Barbas, the demon of fear. Fear is one of the most difficult things for us to overcome and to deal with because it shows up in so many forms. It will show up as doubt because we are fearful that we don't have what it takes to do something. It will show up as unworthiness because we are fearful that we are not good enough. So fear is the huge demon. And they had to learn that the only way they could defeat Barbas was to be and to work as one. Bring all three aspects together and defeat that fear. And so our work is to operate in our lives when these self-defeating belief systems show up in our lives, is to operate from the level of spirit, mind, body, the Trinity. The original Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. The metaphysical Trinity, mind, idea, expression. But the traditional unity, Trinity, is spirit, mind, body. So we receive the insights, the wisdom, and the divine ideas of spirit, of I am, of the allness, of the life force, of the universal force. It pours in and through us into mind, our mind, which is linked with divine mind as we receive the insights of spirit, and then it is brought into the body and the body system and the body of affairs. So when we are faced with situations, we must tap into that channel of spirit where infinite wisdom resides, where all of the power is always active. Draw from that, bring it into mind to capture the way of conquering these demons and to bring it into our body of affairs and use it. Are you with me? And if we are operating at all three levels simultaneously, there is nothing we cannot conquer. There is not one inner demon that we cannot vanquish. But we must operate on all three levels. The power of three will set us free. Say that with me. The power of three will set us free. So when it arises, when something shows up, something that you want to do, and that fear shows up, grips you, grabs you by the throat, and says, oh no, not this time. Understand, fear is false evidence appearing real. Say that. False evidence appearing real. In other words, it is not the truth. While it may be true that you are having a health challenge, the truth is that you are whole and perfect as you were created. So the fear is there, and you see it. You're mindful of the fact, I'm in fear right now. And what is it that I'm afraid of? Am I afraid I'm not good enough to overcome this situation? Am I fearful that if I do this, nobody will love me? Am I fearful that I won't get it right? So we're mindful of that, and then we begin to take a look at what it's calling up. What are those core native beliefs that have been imprinted upon our conscious and unconscious levels of mind for many, many years? Maybe somebody said you weren't good enough, and that has ruled your life. So if you're there and you go, oh, this is something from my past, this is something I have believed about myself, and then you accept the parts of you that you have denied, repressed, or rejected because you were afraid that you wouldn't get love if you allowed yourself to be who you truly were. You accept that part of you. Example, I went to school with a girl who was so brilliant. She was the smartest girl in our class. And because guys didn't want to be with her because she was so smart, she ended up being valedictorian of our school. And because guys didn't want to be with her, she started to dumb down when she was around males, pretending she didn't know anything. She went through her life being really miserable, and you can imagine the kinds of men she would attract. She finally came to the realization, and she shared this with me when we talked about 3 months ago. And she finally, I can't remember the book she said she read, but she said suddenly a light came on. And that was about 10 years ago. And she realized that she was not succeeding as smart as she was because she had decided she had to be dumb in order to be loved. So she began to accept and embrace her brilliance, and she ended up marrying a nuclear physicist who loves her brilliance. But you see, she had to accept her brilliance in order to change the pattern of what she was attracting. And then she was open and receptive to someone loving her for the very thing she had accepted. Does this make sense? Okay, are you with me? Yeah. Okay. So we have to accept all of us. Every aspect of us, the good, the bad, the ugly, because it's us. And we bring it all together, and we bring it home, and we make it one. And we shine light upon the situation. We shine light to show this challenge, this negative belief is not the truth. So we shine the light of truth upon it. And we understand that we are not that we are something greater. And we carry that light. We take that light into the world. Everywhere we go and in everything we do. And so we attract to us things that are like that new light. And we stand in our power. We stand in our power, and we never again allow anyone to tell us who we are, because we know who we are and whose we are. And we know in whose image and likeness we are made. Therefore, we can't be anything else except powerful. And once we get that, then we are extremely fortunate. We are extremely blessed. We live the charm life. We walk around accepting our blessings and recognizing our blessings rather than looking for the bad. We look for the good. We walk through our lives in gratitude for everything, even those opportunities to vanquish demons. Because if we couldn't, they wouldn't show up. You with me? If we didn't have the power to overcome these situations, they wouldn't show up. Trust me on that one. The only reason they show up is to show you what you're holding within you, about you, and to give you an opportunity to use your power to vanquish them. So today I want to give you a process that when they show up, in Unity we use denials and affirmations. So when we are faced with a fearful situation, we create a denial to take the power away from the situation, and we follow it with an affirmation to affirm our power. So I have a denial and an affirmation on your sheet. Let's say the denial together 3 times. Together. Fear, anger, doubt, happiness, and other feeding have no power over me. Again, fear, anger, doubt, unworthiness, and others have no power over me. And one more time, fear, anger, doubt, unworthiness, and other self-defeating beliefs have no power over me. And just feel that, because that's the truth. They have no power over you. And because nature abhors a vacuum, we have to fill that space the denial has cleared with an affirmation of what is our truth. And let us say the affirmation together. I am powerful. I live and move and have my being as the most powerful essence in the universe. The power of 3 has set me free. Feel it? Let's say it again. I am powerful. I live and move and have my being as the most powerful essence in the universe. The power of 3 has set me free. And one more time for good measure. I am powerful. I live and move and have my being as the most powerful essence in the universe. The power of 3 has set me free. We'll do the chorus first. Turn up the power of 3. Mind, body, spirit, all 3. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. When I find in my mind negative get into me, then I find down the line I cannot set myself free. What I need is a surge, something from deep within. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. When you find at those times your life is sluggish and slow, then you find down the line you've lost your get up and go. What you need is a surge, something from deep within. You need the power that amplifies you. You need the power of 3. Turn up the power in me. Mind, body, spirit, all 3. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of 3. Come on with me. Come on, let's do it together, okay? Here we go.
Turn up the power in me. Mind, body, spirit, all three. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of three. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of three.
Turn up the power in me.
Turn on the power in me.
Mind, body, spirit.
Mind, body, spirit, all three.
I need the power.
I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of three.
I need the power.
I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of three.
Come on, one more time.
Turn up the power in me. Mind, body, spirit, all three. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power that amplifies me. I need the power of
Thank you, Supremes. The power of three will set you free. Come on. The power of three will set me free. The power of three will set me free. The power of three will set me free. And that's the truth.
All right, thank you, Sheila. That was awesome. Power of three. If you would like prayer support for challenges or for celebrations, please ask our heart ministers. They will be available after the service here in the sanctuary and out on the patio. Our heart ministers are wearing the lavender stoles. Now I'd like to ask everyone to take out the connection cards from the seat pocket in front of you. And we invite each of you to take a moment to fill out this card. If you have a prayer request, question, or comment. If you are new to Unity, you are invited to fill out the card or stop by the welcome table on the patio. We look forward to meeting with you. And if you are committing to join us in our weekly spiritual focus, let us know that too. Our spiritual focus for this week is walking and standing in the fullness of your power. The ushers will receive your card with the offering toward the end of the music. It is time now for our prosperity celebration. For credit card donations or love in action, there are envelopes provided for you in the back of each chair. One of the great teachings of abundance is the Jesus teaching, give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, will be poured into your lap. We celebrate that outpouring of divine love in each of our lives. I invite you now to take your tithe or offering in your hand and be aware that God is the source of all your good. And let's repeat our affirmation together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive.
children. Let's bless our children. Together, children, you are loved, special, and important. The love of God shines through you. Yes. And let us stand and join hands and do our prayer for protection and our peace song. Oh, okay. All right. Together, the light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And our peace song.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God ever present, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow. To take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
You are the love, the light, the peace, and the power in the earth right now. Let it shine and have fun.